Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we've been blessed by the God of Isaac. Thank you, Tyrone. Yo. ZHWHWDRM, no numbers, but no problem, maybe? I don't know, dude. Car battery plus Eden Soul? Is that 4 items waiting to happen? The stats, good. Speed's fine. Rate of fire is great. Damage is above average. Luck is great. Like, Eden Soul sucks for now, but should pay off in a huge way as time goes on. Even like parasitoid tiers are quite nice, so I'm real pleased with this run so far. I feel like, for whatever reason, I don't know what we've done to deserve it, but we've had an amazing bounty of good luck in Isaac. Now, I am on 1 HP, and my polarity has completely reversed. This run's garbage. I hate it. No, that's a little short-sighted. I'm not gonna be this guy that, like, one bad thing happens and he goes, oh, well, they should really fix that. But that room, when you enter from the left, is really tricky to not take damage on because, you know, you're used to moving. So what are you supposed to... We're fine now anyway, but what are you supposed to do? Every time you walk into a room, stand still for a nanosecond and just take stock of the situation? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's just one of those things you gotta accept. It's part of the biz. Oh, you're fast now. Make up your mind. Losing 1 Spirit Heart, not the end of the world. I would love to get more HP here. Never gonna turn on my nose at more damage, but if you want to give me some more HP, that would also be, yeah, luck and range upgrade. Luck you, buddy. That's not a swear word. That's my way of saying thank you. They bought it. So I got an idea, especially with car battery. I don't know if car battery and Eden Soul are going to work together. You might say, why wouldn't they? But the idea is, like, when you use Eden Soul, it disappears. So I don't know if there's actually going to be a precedent for any kind of interaction there, if that makes sense. It's like, you know, you go to a fast food restaurant that has free refills, but whenever you finish the cup, it just disappears into your hand. Is there any way to get that free refill? I don't know. We're going to find out. But if we can get this free refill, and our HP is good enough to... Holy crap, please stop this. Wow, you might just kill me. Real close. Hey, Retrovision. Classic. I think what I want to do, to be honest with you, is go to the curse room and then pop Eden Soul. Because I think that... oh, please get away. The chance to get, like, 4 Guppy items is really cool. It's not really 4 Guppy items. I hear what you're saying, but... and by the way, I probably shouldn't have taken Hemolacria, but I was talking about something else in the interim period, but I'm fine with whatever consequences Hemolacria gives me, okay? If we end up having a trash run thanks to it, so be it. You know, we live by the Hemo, we die by the Hemo. That's the anthem. Get your dang hands up. At the present moment, we could go to that curse room and just hermit out. I'm frightened. I'm going to take this very slow. This should not be this scary, but, you know, things are delicate to say the least. I'm hoping that... maybe Hemolacria makes parasitoid tiers better, because every shot's gonna have more chances to create spiders, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe when the shot does work, it'll create many more spiders, because of all the child objects will be parasitoid, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm unconvinced at the present moment, let's put it that way. Who are we fighting? Little Horn? Little Horn is not that bad. Certainly not the ideal enemy to be facing. Love to be fighting like a, you know, a Widow or a Larry Jr. Something along these lines would be a little easier, but this should be relatively easy. Now, please God, we will take this. Great rate of fire ink. Well, apparently not so much. So we could use it here and get 4, potentially, or 2 deal with the devil items. But if you'll allow me, and then, again, that might be the right decision. It was probably the right decision to take black powder as well, because, I mean, what are we missing out on? You know, 1 life out of 8 or out of 9, I should say, for black powder. Probably worth it. But I'm going to try this gambit here. We already have 1 guppy item, so I'm going to try this as well. See if we can get Guppy's head. It just makes it even easier, but that's fine. If this works, I'm going to be hailed as a genius for years to come. This is the kind of gambit that not everybody on, you know, planet Earth has the cojones to pull off. So if you'll allow me a moment of respite here, I'm going to use my executive functions in my brain to try to figure out where we're going with this. Okay, so use it. We only got 2. Gimpy is really nice, and I mean that. It would be good to get blue candle, actually. Is there any? Let's just. Wow, please, please, please. I'm gonna try to reroll you into a 7-cent item, or you get a spirit heart. We don't need a spirit heart though. No 7-cent items. Come on, a little compost. Work with me. Work with me. No 7-cent items. 3-cent battery. Not worth too much. Probably should buy a key just to keep ourselves safe here. I know there's like a little bit more money. If we get 3 cents here, I'm just gonna, you know, cancel Christmas. But compost would have been sick. Anyway, Gimpy is amazing for us. If we get more HP, already having 4 luck means we're gonna be in just a gangbusters situation. If we can find like an arcade or an IV bag or something along those lines, Spirit Hearts should be coming fast and furious. Shoop the Whoop would have been pretty much like a 10 out of 10 pickup there, but I'm not gonna complain too hard. Again, the worst thing about this run is Hemolacria, and we did it to ourselves. And sometimes, you know, Hemolacria, it's got a lot of fans. Mostly because I think it's a tier effect. And tier effects, you know, I'm with you. Oh, I don't know what hit me there, but ruined our devil chance, but gave us a Spirit Heart. Maybe it's worth it. Tier effects are the most fun items in the game. Full stop, 100% don't disagree with you. And it's kind of a cool one, you know? It's kind of the sort of tier effect where you're like, there's implications here. I could imagine situations in which we can have an awesome synergy. We don't have them yet, no question about that, but one day we may. AWAS. No Spirit Hearts from Gimpy, unfortunately. So I feel you, but most of the time I think Hemolacria is kind of like it's a wash. Or even worse than a wash. A wash is like neutral. It can be sometimes terrible. Okay, the cancer item, not just good for keeping us alive, but once we get down to the womb, we'll be happy to have this. The problem is, and I think you saw it on full display, I have a hard time, like, articulating it sometimes, but our rate of fire was great, and then when we picked up Hemolacria, it became garbage. Mind you, we're shooting out more tears when we shoot them, but and then when we got a Tears upgrade, I was thinking it was going to be like one of those classic sort of Ipecac situations where when you get a Tears upgrade, it raises your rate of fire by like 10. And this time we got a Tears upgrade, it raised our rate of fire by 2. So it's like you get the rate of fire penalty, like the diminishment, but you don't get the extra bonus of it scaling because you're so far away from normal. So I don't know what the Hemolacria tier cap is, but I think you should lower it. Or, you know what I mean, raise it, make it better. Na na na, Hemolacria, Hemolacria, not great. Open to changing my mind. If I could find fire rate, it totally works. Now Bear Taffy is now playing Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Who do you think he's playing as? I'm telling you, Frederick of Spain. If you look at that in-game portrait of Frederick of Spain, that's Bear Taffy right there. No questions asked. Nah, see you later. So we're only 8 minutes in. We got no reason to rush here, but you know, we're happy to be on a floor with an arcade. This is an extremely big moment for us. And I love the idea of this blood bank, but I love the idea of this demon judgment a lot more. Hermit. Hold up a sec. So first off, bomb this, get a spirit heart or a red heart. Nothing. So I'm going to give you a spirit heart. I might even give you 2. The reason is, you're going to give me more in return. You might pay out with something. I'm going to give you another one. And you hooked me up, and I'll never forget that, okay? This time you gave me a temperance. Okay, so there's plays here. I'm going to put these 2 down next to each other for future purposes, future considerations. What do you got for me? Retrovision, fantastic. What a classic 10 out of 10 pill. All right, you got another Retrovision pill. I'm very happy to see that. So now I got Gambler's Fallacy going on. I'm sunk in too deep, and I'm trying to keep all the blood in my head instead of going under. So thank you for the money. I do appreciate it. This looks bad, and it might be bad, but I'm thinking, like, you know, if I can play my cards right, we might make it out of this situation a little better than it looks right now. Come on, just give me HP. You... Okay, well, you know what? Kind of screwed me on that one. I think I died playing the blood bank, so at least we got some money out of it. 2 of diamonds. Hilarious. That's a hilarious situation that you've done there. I really appreciate it. Okay, so thanks for the money, yet again. I'm gonna come up here. Dude, losing that life is not that big of a deal, okay? If you'll allow me, just give me a moment here, because I'm gonna do some other funky stuff. Like, what do you got going on in here? 2 of these? Absolutely. Sign me up. Wow, that's horrendous. Thank you. I appreciate the death there, to be honest with you. This, you might be saying this is where it goes off the rails. No, my friend, no. This is where the rails are highly on. Like the water species in The Legend of Zelda. Okay, Mom's bottle of pills. What do you got for me, Red? You've done it again. What a delightful bon mot. 2 of diamonds. That's good to hold. Hey, I mean, do you hurry me up here right off the bat? I don't know, man. What's this other one down? Did we know this one? Range down. That's a good one. All right. Keep moving on. So this obviously was like extremely not even close to being worth it at all. But we're not done yet. Should just let these spit out enemies until they eventually spit out the one I need for the bestiary. Yo, this is falling apart. Every time I'm falling down, all alone I fall to pieces. Okay, thank you so much for the bombs. I can actually use those to get some work done, and I appreciate it more than you'll ever understand. You've saved me. Now, this is what I get for saying way up I feel blessed at the start of this episode. You know, we said thank you, Tyrone, and Tyrone said for what? And then he looked at us with a sinister look in his eye, and I said, oh no. It's like he responded, no, thank you, Ryan. Thank you. This is a scary situation. You know, it's menacing. Back off. Get your own sandwich. So forget boss rush. That's like that's a distant dream. We got Swallowed Penny. Ironically, we swallowed Swallowed Penny. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, that should be like a secret synergy where we get, like, triple pennies. And it's another rate of fire increase. This one was literally 1, which is essentially worth nothing. Very lucky to have lived there. I found pills. Wow, you're just full of useful bonuses for me right now. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it, and I'm not joking whatsoever. Hermit me up. Trying to drop some bombs in there, but don't want to get close enough to find myself in trouble, you know? Mother Mary comfort me. I don't know what we do to pull ourselves out of this. Like, sure, we probably shouldn't have gone so hard on the judgment, demon judgment, etc., but I kind of harbor the hope that we're going to be able to leverage that. Like, we still have that demon judgment about to pay out, and, you know, if we can get 2 HP upgrades, or even 1 IV bag, because we have Gimpy, out of those blood banks. I think the loss of life in there is worth it. And the loss of resources, although there was quite a lot. Like, I think that's where the win lies. As strange as it sounds right now, and it really does sound backwards, I'll give you it. 100%, you're not wrong. Let's grab this. You're gonna make me do this room again? No, let's go. Please, I'm begging you. We should take this trinket. We got it. Luck. Luck. Luck be a lady tonight. I'm gonna do something I shouldn't do, and it paid out, and I'm very happy for it. I'm gonna do it again. It totally worked. It worked again. Didn't work that time. That's alright. We don't need to hit on every single one of those. There we go. Blood bag. All of a sudden, we're off to the races here. Generating something. You were looking at this and you were saying NL's done lost his mind. And briefly you may have been correct. But no longer. Please. The world. Okay, well, you know what? I tried. I genuinely did. I tried to make you work, Demon Judgment. I don't know how much HP I gave you. More than you could ever ask for, okay? Without feeling like you're being an imposition. Hilarious. What a hilarious room for us to have here. Never seen this before. HP? No HP. It doesn't matter. At this point, HP doesn't exist, apparently. Yeah, okay, thanks for the money. When I had 0, where were you? Now that I got 99, you're like, hey, here's some free stuff. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. So remember, you're like, go to the shop? Nah, we went to the shop. It's greed. Next floor, the shop is like, you know, Supermarket Sweep, or Guy Fieri's Grocery Games, depending on the decade in which you were born, or conceived. Let's go. All we need is 40 more of those. We're going to be extremely happy. Oh, dude, because of car battery, everything is forgiven. Now every time we use a pill, we're getting out of control here. I love it. So this is really just because I don't want to walk back. I'm even going to give you one more chance at greatness. You didn't hook me up. It's like an extreme bummer. You're very annoying. All of this floor has just annoyed the crap out of me. You know, I rescind my my feeling of being blessed earlier. Did I do it to myself? Yeah, to some extent. But, you know, I don't do it to myself to be like, you know, I'm putting, you see that classic image on the internet of the guy putting the stick in between the spokes of his own bicycle wheel, and then he falls over and he blames whatever group you want to blame to advance your political agenda. I know you've seen it. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm not taking hemolacria and then being like, oh, freaking troll engine. I just, you know, meet me in the middle is all I'm saying here. I'll take a little zany item. Just give me some juice. We've improved our rate of fire 10% or something like that since picking up hemolacria. And that's with 3 tiers upgrades. Maybe 4? So we're put out right now. That's all I'm saying. Got a 1 in 4 chance roughly of getting this deal with the devil. Hook me up. Didn't get it. That's fine. You know, like, I'm going back. Rest assured, you know, I always say, hey, I'm not rushing a run. On this one, you know, I'm certainly not rushing the run. It's Caves 2. We took 10 minutes on this floor alone. What I'm trying to do is get my dang investment. Alright? I definitely do not want to die here. Worst case scenario, we're probably going to get at least 1 Spirit Heart back. This Demon Judgment is going to pay out. It will happen eventually. We'll just Emperor it up on the next floor, probably. Holy crap. It finally happened. We gotta luck up. There's some irony there. I'll accept it. And we're out. Now we're out. We could Emperor to save ourselves some time. That's not how I'm gonna live my life here, okay? We're gonna live our lives like there's a tomorrow. Like, I got an NLSS to run in like 45 minutes here, so it's not like I'm worried for time. It's more like, you know, I have an incentive to finish the run quickly, if anything. So the fact that I'm going back, I'm really just trying to illustrate the fact that I'm probably the nicest person on planet Earth, and I deserve a lot of credit. So first we're going to fight here, and the idea is... Wow, try not to walk into that straight away. The idea is, we can fight this guy. We got a real, genuine chance of this deal. Like 100%. And you can start to see, were it not for our flies, we would be very unhappy. Flies and spiders, I should say. Spiders and flies, yours and mine. What song is that? I would like to say that a girl is like a sunburn. What song is that? That's a Third Eye Blind song, isn't it? Yeah. Is it? I'll never let you go. I'll never let you... Okay, that's right. I was around when that album came out. There's our deal with the devil. Oh, thank God. The sad thing is we actually are pretty happy to see Headless Baby. Not happy to see this guy again, I'll tell you that much. Go ahead, take a Spirit Heart. See if I care. Take another one. What you could give me is really, like, so much more important than what I'm giving you right now. Even if we lost our HP over the process of doing this, it's so less relevant to the chance that he gives me, like, the Pact or something. Amnesia. Amnesia. Might as well gulp a luck upgrade. Explosive dire. Oh, hello. Hi. Nice to see you again. Long time no see. You may know me from the last floor. We did a lot of business together, and I really appreciate it. I don't know why I'm picking up the money. I guess I hope that it's luck upgrades. And, you know I shouldn't be playing those. I know I shouldn't be playing those. Just increasing the odds that we totally screw it up. But I can't stop. Addicted to the shindig. Just trying to think, like, what would be 10 out of 10 pickups for us? And the answer is, I think, like, Holy Light would be really cool. Luck. Sorry, I found pills. I think anything that allows us to completely circumvent the existence of Hemolacria. Dude, this is going to give us so many flies now. Anything that basically allows us to forget Hemolacria even exists. Like Brimstone. I don't know, Brimstone might just be a cool synergy. Mom's Knife is a good example, though. Please, let me buy something. Okay. We'll take Broken Modem. Again, I don't know if we need it. We're going to take it nonetheless. Hermit card. Buy this. Probably should donate. We're going to go to our item room. Normally at this point, 21 minutes into the run, you know, we're on the depths 1. My patience starts to wear a little bit thin. In our present situation, that would be a very naive way to approach this run. You know, we have an obligation to ourselves. We have an obligation to the viewer to tough this one out. We have an obligation to the game, even, to give it a chance to make up for itself right here. And I think it's starting to get there. Mind you, I mean, if we win, I'm taking 100% credit, because I don't know if you watched the 45 minutes of me trying to play that blood bank, but we deserve it. This is a run that... I mean, if you don't take Hemolacria, you're probably looking at... I mean, maybe you're already done. You're on, like, the Cathedral by now or something. You're going, I don't really want to fight Hush. I hope you guys are okay with that. That's right, the rare cell phone. There's a new character I'm trying out. It's a guy who pronounces the word cell phone wrong. Also known as the North American guy who went to London once, and now he calls every cell phone a mobile. Yeah, no problem, buddy. I'll dial you up on my mobile. What do you mean? You're like Alabama? Like your automobile? What are you talking about here? I don't understand. No, just your. That's how we say it over there. Did you know that I summered in Dorset once? Cheers, mate. Ring me up. I don't know if you say that over there. I'm just, you know, spitballing. I'm spitballing ideas now. Scatter bombs. I'm gonna be positive. I think scatter bombs was roughly worth the invested amount of time to get to the item room. It's not the kindest thing you could say about any item, you know, if we got Polyphemus, we'd be like, this probably wins us the game, although our rate of fire would be scary. Is this Depths 1? Okay, Depths 1. Now, usually around this time on a run, I like to start talking about what I think our chances are. I think we will win. That if you forced me to choose right now, and remember what Geddy Lee said, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. He's got you there. That's for all the... Literally, Geddy Lee is my kindred spirit when it comes to playing Would You Rather. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. There's no loopholes allowed in my universe, okay? Let's try this out. I believe one more blood bag would be so good. IV bag would be interesting. Thanks for the spirit heart. I do respect and appreciate that at the very least. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. If you choose not to decide, if you made me choose between a win and a loss, I would choose that we're likely gonna win right now. And it's entirely because of this little section right here. Get that? Oh, look at these incredible gets that we just picked up. And then we go over here. That's a 1 cent heart, which doesn't happen that often. You know what? The price is right. I can't disagree with you on that one. And I think just moon me up. Get a little bit of money that's, you know, basically completely useless. Get the item room, get the heck out of this floor, and then hope for a better deal with the devil than freaking headless baby, dude. It's not even worth the... Not worth the line of code used to instantiate it into our run, DAE. Well, I don't know why I would think that was the secret room in hindsight. Okay, good. You know, my favorite part of this run so far has been all these arcades. Let's hope it's got 6 blood banks. I gotta sneeze. I told you I had to sneeze and you didn't believe me. Why would I make something like that up? It doesn't make any sense. Please, I very much desire the speed upgrade. Have you heard of it? I actually sort of feel like it's kind of the right time to play this, even at our own expense to some extent. See, this is kind of what I was looking for. But I don't know. It is a nice way to generate spirit hearts, but I genuinely, truly believe that without Guppy's head, we're just done. Like, we don't do enough damage fast enough to take out these enemies on the regular. So, if you'll allow me, I asked for IV bag for a long time. I finally got it, and now I don't want it, you know? It's a metaphor for millennial life in the eyes of the people who made the participation trophies that were given to us. So what I'm gonna do is stick with this. You know, conditions on a run, they change. Well, for the cost of 1 spirit heart, we got 1 spirit heart back. We got 2 spirit hearts from Book of Revelations, and then we're gonna get Bookworm. Which, if it even occasionally does double shots, considering our ridiculous rate of fire, it's probably extremely good. And you know, I'm trying to look on the bright side here. I mean it. Extremely good. Now, something doesn't have to be that good to be extremely good for us in our current situation. You know, we're starving on a street corner. You're handing us crusts of bread. But I'll take them, you know? What I'd really like to see is, oh wow, we chose, like, exactly the wrong path. Small rock. No. It's alright, we can use the spirit heart. The thing with IV bag, and we'll probably hit it up when we go past it. First off, spirit heart generation is worth something. Now, disregard, because what I was gonna say is, we could use it to generate more flies, but how does that make sense when Guppy's head is not gonna be, our active spacebar item, you know? Kind of a brain dead situation there. It will give us a chance to get extra luck, though. Yeah, I'm predicting a W, okay? The run has gotten stronger. We went through Like, that Caves 1 was a slog. We were having some real trouble. Now I think we've started to pull a genuine chance of victory through the jaws of potential defeat. And if we could just keep our flies and our spiders coming as quickly as possible. I don't want to talk about spiders coming, for the most part. It's kind of a weird mental image. You know they're going to be used on the boss in all likelihood, but still. Even Shade is doing something. No deal, which is fine. We didn't necessarily think a deal was guaranteed. Grab this, get the heck out of town. The less we have to shoot, the better. So I thank you for Car Battery, and I thank you for Nun's Habit. And thank you for being a friend. Something down the road and back again. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever heard the Golden Girls theme song, except there was a viral video clip from the James Kimmel late night television program where Christina Aguilera sang the Golden Girls theme song in the style of Shakira. And I was like, you know what? That theme song's a banger. But maybe it's just, she's got a hell of a set of pipes on her. That's all I can say, you know? Working in the entertainment business, you learn these things. I don't know if anyone's discovered this Christina Aguilera girl, but she's like, turns out she can really sing. Yo, they just gave us Spun for free? I don't even know, but I'm not going to worry too much about experimental treatment, but... that's ridiculous. Use the Emperor on the next floor. We're pulling this off, dude. Our rate of fire, for some reason, has gone up, but our damage also went up thanks to Spun, and our speed is now high enough that we, you know, if you can't dodge with this speed, you can't dodge at all, so you might as well just sit yourself. Sure, I mean, you know, if you want to give me the virus, I suppose you're entitled to that, but... oh, you gotta peep it, you know? Alright, I gotta admit, we hit this level, you know, of damage and DPS where I'm looking at Hemolacria and I'm not as disappointed as I used to be. Infamy is, you know, pretty close to like a 7 or 8 out of 10 in our current situation. Sometimes it's a 5 because you're never gonna get hit. Sometimes it's a 10 because you know, it'll save you from taking that bit of terminal damage. But for us right now, it's decent. Nothing wrong with that for the cost of a bomb and a key. A bomb and a key that banged the banged. I don't remember. It's ba with the ba. Badang-ga-dang. Get the boogie to the schmoogie and up jumped the boogie. Said, bomb and a key, the bang, synergy from infamy, the golden chest turned to be dookie. I tried. Run. You know you're good if you can get to that first one fast enough. Okay, here's where we kick it into freaking maximum overdrive. Undeserved deal. Thank you so much. Sure, you know, we're gonna get enough red hearts thanks to Gimpy that I think this is not that bad. In a way, it's like pretty ideal to be finishing a run, well, to be finishing the second floor on the womb in such a timeline that you don't even have to make up an excuse to not fight Hush. You're just like, you know what? Hey, I would love to, but we're 45 seconds too late, so got no option. Oh, dude, give me those Belial tears. This is the synergy I've been waiting my whole life to, well, you know, I've been waiting 33 minutes and 31 seconds to talk about. I don't know if that's good yet. Oh. Because, like, the shots... I don't think we want them to hit anymore. I think we want them to land and then hit. Because when they hit, they just sort of dissolve. When they land, they send out a bunch that deal more damage. But it's actually a little bit more, muted than I thought the response would be here. So I'm not, like, displeased to see Goathead, but it's irrelevant. I was much happier to see Steven, and then Cricket's Head was a big help as well, so... I don't want to tell people at the development studio how to do their jobs. I think I'm falling victim of, like, this increasingly bad habit of thinking that, you know, I know what's best for this game, and I definitely don't necessarily hold that opinion publicly all the time. But, I think Hemolacria plus Eye of Belial. It seems like if a shot from Hemolacria hits an enemy, it like flips a flag that says don't explode into other shots when you land. And I think that should not be how it works. I think it should explode either way. It's not like Hemolacria needs a nerf, let's be honest. What I was hoping for is, you know, you shoot a tier with Hemolacria, it flies through an enemy, Eye of Belial activates on it, and then it does double damage. When it explodes into tiers, it explodes into tiers that do double damage. So, that being said, I'm not too cheesed off about it. I mean, as you can tell, our spiders and flies are doing 90% of the work for us right now. Yep. Infestation 2 is almost always a 10 out of 10. Okay, so like this run, I had fun. You know, it was cursed for a little bit when we took Hemolacria and times got tough in the middle there. But you know what that was? That was we went into debt going to med school. Hear me out here because it's ridiculous. You know, go to med school in the United States of America might put you like 200 grand in debt. It's unfair. It's criminal. Economically, though, you're like, all right, I'm going to be living off ramen noodles for a few years, but then I'm going to have one of the steadiest jobs on planet Earth next to being, you know, 200 IQ YouTuber. So in the end, it's kind of like it's a sound decision, you know, it's a smart choice. If you can tough it out, then you pay the dividends at the end. We had the same thing, you know. We went through some tough stuff. Thankfully, 9 Lives was there to help us out and give us some support. And all of a sudden, you know, we're coming out on the other side feeling very strong. Feeling like this is a run where nothing can go wrong. Now, if things had... Hemolacria was not a safe bet. So the metaphor completely falls apart there, but, you know, it's... You know, I'm not a metaphor guy. Oh, I am a metaphor guy. I try to be, at least. I think it's, you know... Analogies, metaphors, annoying, but a good way of getting a message across as well. We think in relational thinking, you know. We're at the tier cap. Wow, that's so sad. It's not, like, we're fine, but I just, like, I want to see this with soy milk. I'm loving this 10 luck. Keep an eye out for chess. Eat and run, 10 luck. 10 luck. 10 luck. You guys like Nas? Top 5 rappers all time. He's definitely on the list. I think this might... Whoa, that's weird. You know what? The synergy has completely redeemed itself. Now we have Hemolacria. But when the shot lands, it turns into 5 bombs that turn into scatter bombs. That's hilarious. I love that. Unless you shoot the enemy directly. No. See, like, that might work, and it might have, like, a real synergy attached to it, but I much prefer this weirdness that we got going on right here. Which is why I'm deliberately doing these rooms that we definitely do not have to do. Nah. Yeah, this run turned out really fun. You know, it's... That's why I can't be a part of the Alt F4 boys on a run like that too early, you know? It just is premature. And finally, some spiders. I would do Delirium on this run for sure as well. I mean, like, I got a show to do pretty soon. Oh, come on. Hey, thanks for watching. This is a good one. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, smash that MF bell if you want to actually get notified of when these videos come out. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks. I'll see you next time.